So many men just simply don't care to pursue a woman. It's a known thing that women like to receive flowers, right? And it's such a simple thing to do, and yet they won't do it. It truly boggles my mind. One time I was dating this guy and we both had really busy work schedules, and I told him I think it'd be really nice if we would talk to each other on the phone during the week, and he just wouldn't call me. He refused to call me. These men, they really just want the easy way out. You will tell them exactly what you want and they will not do it, and then they'll turn it back on you and make you feel like it's your fault for expecting too much.
No, it was him. He did this to you. He wanted to do something else. This man, as you said, was busy. And when a man is super busy, he's going to chase that purpose. I don't think you guys realize what busy men are doing. They're working. Women get on this app talking about, why are you sitting on the couch? Why are you laying on the couch? Why are you taking a nap? My dad was always out here busy. He was always finding things to get into. He was up in the morning praying or fixing something in the garage. He was always busy. But then when a man is actually busy, then all of a sudden it's a problem. Guys. And I get what you're saying. I do. But you said the man is busy. He's busy. If he's the man that you're explaining, he's busy.
Men don't chase anymore. Men don't chase anymore. Why should they? No, really, tell me, why should they? What's the incentive? You go with them now, 30 minutes later, they can do full lecture on your anatomy. Why should they? Do y'all remember there was a time in history where before a man could even see your bra strap, he had to marry you? And if he even did it on accident, the whole community had to force him to marry you. At a point, we actually have to start taking accountability as women and saying, you know what, we are part of the problem. We not only relinquished our power, we became so accessible. They chasing each other now because they harder to get for each other.
But that's what some of these women said. I want to be able to give my body to whoever, whenever, however, with no consequences. This utopian fantasy that they built for themselves. And now it's not really working out like they want anymore.
Watch this.
And basically it says, men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? Honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. Because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. Y'all sense of entitlement is out of control. Y'all expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing y'all bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free looks and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
We live in a time where women are marketing themselves more than valuing themselves. All you have to do is scroll. Social media plays a huge role in it because it glorifies it. We see it all the time. People literally putting everything on display. And while some may look your way, that don't mean they're going to stay. Social media and things on the television have made it literally difficult for women. I agree, because they're saying you should look like this, you should dress like this is how you wear your hair, this is what makes you more attractive. So they're really distorting the way you view yourself, the way you should present yourself, make you feel like you're not good enough. That's where your values come into play. You don't always have to be a follower. That's what she said. They're getting the same bodies. They're wearing the same clothes. Everybody looks the same. I mean, can you really say you want respect and you want a man to value you, but at the same time, you're giving everybody access to what you got. When you leave something to the imagination, it sparks curiosity, and that's what keeps you interesting. I never understood why insult a man or say he's sassy because he don't want you. He just don't want you. If you're leading with the physical and that's all you're showing, why would someone look deeper? No one's saying go around looking like a grandma. You can present yourself well without showing everything you got. Have the high standards, but make sure those standards align with what you bring to the table. Make sure you're bringing something deeper than looks, because baby, looks fade. We're going to age. Things aren't going to look the way they used to. Relationships aren't built on what's on the outside. They're built on what's on the inside. Let's be honest. Men do notice women. Men are sight-oriented. Automatically notice beauty. Whether it's their face, whether it's a body. But they're not obsessed anymore because it's all on display. So they don't have to be. The mystery, the effort, the chase, for what? It's gone. For a lot of men, I would think that takes the excitement away. They no longer have to work for it. You're giving it to them. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
Like, men who are on their stuff now feel like they have options. So if they don't feel like they have to chase.
Right, they don't.
Why?
Why?
If you want to, what happened to courting a woman that you really, really like? What happened?
Lori Harvey.
We ain't got nothing to do with Lori Harvey.
Those situations happen though.
Those are also the women that most of these men are going after. She's super beautiful. She dressed this way. She's bodied up. And then it's like, then they get mad when they get treated like Lori Harvey treated you. But that's what you looked for.
What's the difference?
I mean, we already knew her track record. Let's just talk about it. She dated Eddie's son and him.
So
what did you expect?
Why would he even want to marry somebody like that?
Why would you date somebody like that?
So
Why
y'all
would
don't
you
think
start
people
like
change?
People can't grow.
No.
I just want y'all to keep on keeping on, because
I'm
it's gonna
just
come
saying,
back around.
why would you have this expectation that she will be ready for marriage and you see her track record already?
What is the
That's
difference?
my whole point.
What is the difference in women who y'all chase a certain type of man?
I don't chase.
Oh, y'all look for a certain type of man.
I don't look. I don't look.
So you don't. So how is a guy supposed to know you interested in him?
He don't. He shoot his shot.
Okay.
He shoot his shot and toss his coin, and we gonna see what happens.
Good luck with that.
Even if we account for the men who are going after a Lori Harvey or a Lori Harvey type woman, we can put those to the side and say those guys are getting what they get. There are plenty of men going after a relatively average looking woman and they still end up in the friend zone. This woman still thinks that she can get a guy that's 6 foot, 6 figures, 6-pack. That's why a man is not chasing anymore. You already have your sights and expectations on this dude. I'm going to go mind my business and make money.
I love watching Love Island because it's a perfect example of the dating scene right now. Like, the fact that Nick always wants to be chased. Every time somebody new comes in the villa, what's her name? Sierra, she immediately does something like scandalous or like just something to kind of bring him back and get his attention back to her. Like, the last episode when they did the deed, why do you think she did that? Because a new bombshell came in the scene. Like, anytime anybody new comes on, he's always like he always thinks he has options. Like, he's always like he just wants to be chased. And what's his name? Ace too. Ace, he wants to be chased. Like, he wants somebody to be chasing him. And it's like, aren't y'all the man? I'm confused.
Black Ghost said men learn that you could be chasing her while she's chasing who she really likes. Facts.
This is in response to a video I made about a man on a Q&A who said, can we start as friends, then best friends, then husband and wife until the end of time? And for a lot of people, they don't know what love bombing is. Love bombing is essentially saying all the things you want to hear to use as a form of manipulation to get what you want with no real intention of it, right? And look, here's the thing. I loved all the words that person said. Besides the fact that they were on a fake profile with no profile picture, and the account was private, and I clearly state that in the video. This real live human being, man with his face in it, says this man told you how he felt in the form of a question, not what you wanted to hear, or love bombing. This is why real men don't shoot shots. That's not why real men don't shoot shots. Real men stay shooting the shots that they want to take. My comment is not going to stop a real one. And this comment ain't going to encourage a fake one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you would rather run, jump, skip, and fight for someone who is hiding behind a fake profile instead of saying the obvious. If this man really wanted to be about business, he would have actually used his photo. Also, I didn't diss him. I was like, this would be great if I actually knew who you were. I might entertain it because the words were right. So, sir, you're not assisting in the real men department. Real men don't need help. Real men are fine. Real men stay shooting shots. One TikTok video ain't gonna stop a real one.
I see what your point is, but I think what his point is that even though this is a fake profile, there have been real men that have reached out to you. Or let me take you out of the equation so you won't feel like I'm attacking you. There are real men with profile pictures, verification, and everything that reach out to a woman and tell a woman and give a woman what she's asking for. And then for some reason, they end up in the friend zone.
What's going on with the men? What's going on? Like, men come up to me all the time. Oh, you're beautiful. I love your hair. You smell good. This, that, whatever the case may be. And that's it. Where is the, hey, I would love to take you out. Hi, could I have your number? After the compliment. Like, what's really going on? Like, I'm waiting for my king. And it's like, okay, the king is commenting, but he ain't following up with the actions. Like, what's going on?
No, one thing I'm tired of is seeing men don't chase women no more. You want to chase a bill? What the in this economy? Come on now, you got to be coming with something. Y'all ain't got nothing to come with other than demands. Like, what the fuck want to do for it? Expecting all this love. Oh, our fathers and forefathers did it.
Who wants to chase a bill? Another person says, I choose peace and money instead. Another person said, we ain't trying to chase an extra bill. You guys are not getting it.
A man crashing out is him waiting for you to chase him. Not because he needs an ego boost, but because his brain subconsciously seeks examples of what masculine energy feels like.
Once again, a man said, if I'm chasing something, then that means whatever I'm chasing is running away from me. Another guy responded and said, yep, when I played tag, I was chasing and the person was running. Men don't want to continue chasing all the time. At some point in time, you got to quit playing these games.
When a woman is the first one to show interest in a man, that is not chasing him. That is not being the man in the relationship. That is not rewriting roles and then all of a sudden you're going to start growing hair on your chest. That is literally dropping the handkerchief. And we have been doing this since the beginning of time, since corsets and candlelight. Letting a man know that you're open to connection is not the same thing as pursuing him. You're not chasing him. You're choosing to be seen. You are simply saying, like, green light, go ahead, and then the ball is in his court and then he should take it from there. So don't be afraid to be the first one to initiate something.
Why would mass people apply for the job if the job is closed? Well, this man keeps on coming up to me, and there are some people that will inquire about the job, regardless of if it's closed or not. But the mass majority of people are going to say, oh, well, that job is closed, and they're going to go look for something else. That's what y'all wanted.
She wants you to chase her so she can reject you. Never chase. Don't give her the ego boost that she's looking for. That's why these women are running around delusional. Show interest towards her. That's part of being a man. If she bites, good. If she doesn't bite, even better. You don't need flaky women to come in the way of your goals and your purpose. Keep your purpose number one priority.
Okay, so the video I wanted to stitch, the conversation was, men want women to be all over them in the beginning, but then men want the women to fall back and let it die out because it gets old when it comes to, I guess, accept the same woman or a woman being all over you. I want to explain the spiritual reason for this. Number one, it's always going to get old when it's not of God. Number one. But if we look at it from a fleshly standpoint, the reason being men get bored and then want another woman is because the flesh, the body, the lustful desires are never satisfied. So once a man gets used to something, he gets that high, he is seeking the next best high. So he'll try to find that in another woman. And then he goes from woman to woman to woman because he keeps chasing the high of the flesh. The flesh is never satisfied. Since the Bible says the flesh is never satisfied, it's always seeking the next best thing. So only when a man is grounded and rooted in God and he lives for God, will he be satisfied with you. Because the satisfaction comes from God first. But if a man is a fleshly man, a sinful man, a man that lives out just seeking to please his flesh, he's always going to cheat on you and he'll never be satisfied with you. You could be the best woman in the world. Halle Berry was cheated on. She seems like a great woman. People get cheated on because the flesh is never satisfied. And worldly minded men can never be happy with one woman. Only a real man of God would be happy with one woman. If you want me to give you an example of two different types of guys in the Bible, Joseph was one type of guy. He was a man of integrity after God's heart. He ran from lustful desires. We have that kind of man, which is a man of God. And then, on the other hand, we have a man then we have Amnon in the Bible, which was a guy who raised half-sister Tamar. And he did it because he was chasing the high and lust of his flesh. But the moment that he got what he wanted, see, at first he wanted to have sex with her so bad. And when he finally got the release of the high and that feeling, then it faded and then he lost all interest in her because the high died. Make sure you choose wisely, ladies.
Halle Berry? Halle Berry? I get what you're saying. You know what? I'm just going to say, I don't think Halle Berry, who just kissed another woman's husband in the mouth, regardless of if she was trying to get back at that man, is the greatest example of a woman. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But she kissed another man in the mouth. And that was another woman's husband.
I see a lot of women saying that men aren't pursuing them. They're not pursuing them anymore. They don't know what they have to do to get a man to pursue them. But listen, let me tell you something. Dating has changed so much post Me Too era. Men, especially younger generations of men, Gen Z, millennial generations, they are not going to pursue women the same way that they pursued women in the past because they don't want to come off as creepy, weird, whatever. Dating has changed. If you are a woman and you want a man, you are going to have to put some effort in. They're not going to chase you like they used to. Or it's not. Especially if you're dating in the Gen Z millennial range. Like, you're going to have to put some work in if you want a man. They're not going to be calling you, showing up to your house with flowers. That's just creepy now. All right.
Somebody said threes thinking they're eights due to internet validation from strangers isn't helping. Exactly. A lot of these ladies have nothing to offer. And they talk to men any kind of way and wonder why men don't chase them.
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because they feel like they can. It's like women need to pick a lane. Like, you cannot be a 304 and a housewife. Y'all be talking about how y'all want to get tricked on and y'all don't care what men think, but then in the same breath, y'all talk about how y'all want to be taken care of and y'all want to be provided for. Like, y'all delusional. Like, y'all part of the problem. Like, men change because women change. Like, y'all not like y'all was back in the day at all.
Dude in the comments said, chasing is fun, but when it becomes a wild goose chase is where we draw the line.
Hey, y'all ever heard the saying, you gotta choose who choose you? Most men get caught chasing and get caught, pretty much overextending themselves for women that don't even really want them for real. I've never been that type of guy. You know, every woman that I ever pursued in my life, I have to pursue first, because that's what you know God made us to do. And the man is the one that initially put the interest out. But then I also got to get confirmation. I refuse to be someone that is over here chasing someone and they not showing me no type of interest, wasting my time. Nah.
You want to know why? You want to know why y'all women ain't finding no real man these days? Because y'all is still dealing with these street dudes. Street dudes don't show no love for a woman, only love for the money. Okay? So if you a woman looking for love, don't look towards them street dudes. They ain't gonna show you no love. And besides, you don't want a street dude anyway, especially you women talking about financial stability. Yeah, the money, the street dudes got that money, but guess what? They ain't got no backup plan. No health insurance, no life insurance, no nothing like that. They go to jail, that's it, money gone. Money gone. Every little dollar that he made, the government seizing that. So, y'all can go chasing after them street dudes all y'all want to, but real like me, be sitting at the crib waiting for my time. I ain't worried about it. I'm not chasing. Yeah, real men ain't chasing no more. Real men don't have to chase. We just sit back and wait for an opportunity, till it come arise, and then we show out. Other than that, we ain't chasing no more. We ain't chasing. It's 2025. Why we need to chase y'all? Sure. I'm not chasing no woman. Once you get past a certain age, the chase is over. Now you just sit back and just chilling. Exactly what I'm doing, Dad. Sitting back chilling every single day, Dad. I ain't waiting on no woman no more. No. I ain't going out there. And so if you talking all that stuff, talking about real men are gone, real men are hard to find. They ain't hard to find. It's not hard to find. Quit looking out there in the streets and on this internet. Ain't nobody on the internet. You can't find nobody on the internet to love, man. Ain't nobody on the internet for love. They out here for the money. Money, both men and women. It's just money. So, you're a woman between what? 35 and, I'm gonna say 35 and 60. You're a woman between 35 and 60, you need some real love, holla at the brother. Hit me up in my DM. We'll talk about it.
This is the mindset that men continue to ping women on. You guys are thinking, oh, we can do whatever we want in our youth, and then pretty soon, or eventually, we're going to grow out of that phase. I had the benefit of being with a bad boy and having all my wildest fantasies and desires filled, and now we're growing and mature and we're moving into a new phase of life. It's not how it works, and you know that. It's irresponsibility, and pretty soon it's going to come to a head. They know that. They just don't care because they want to live in the fantasy because it feels great. Men are telling you, you need to find you somebody stable and stop dealing with those Chads and Tyrones. They're not going to hear it.
Because no means no. Men are sick of chasing and begging for a woman to go out with them. Also, when they don't chase or pressure us, they are showing their respect towards us. They respected our no. They respected our decision. You want them to not take no for an answer?
Guys like having something to chase.
At some point, you ladies are going to have to start listening to what men say we want and not what other women say men want. I've seen a lot of videos like this on TikTok, and every single time guys are in the comment section saying, hey, we do not enjoy the chasing. It's all games and we don't want to do that. But yet you ladies just double down and think it's the right thing to do and carry on insisting that we do enjoy the chase, even though we're telling you we don't. So I'm going to say it one more time. If you are dealing with a grown-ass man that's ready to settle down and he sees you are playing silly games and expecting him to chase you after he shows his interest, I guarantee you he's going to check out. And now you've lost that man forever. Trust me.
So I came across this, and these young ladies on this podcast is saying that the art of chasing is gone. Well, the art of being a wife and a lady is gone. Men only chase ladies. Men only chase ladies, okay? Here's the thing. They're talking about courting But courting goes both ways. So my mom and my dad were married for 46 years. Rest in peace, Dad. And when my dad courted my mom, he did things for her like took her to dinner, brought groceries and food for the family and gifts. And she did things for him like iron his clothes, made sure that he had lunch packed, made sure that if it was anything that he couldn't do while he was working, needed to drop off a package or pick up something, she would do it for him. Women are under the impression that courting goes one way, and it doesn't. It's a mutual thing. Courting is basically a dress rehearsal for marriage. You are showing the other person how you will behave inside of a marriage. That was and still is, in most of the world, the purpose of courting. But unfortunately, many times in the Western Hemisphere, people get courting confused with men just doing for women, and the women doing absolutely nothing but sitting there and say, gimme more. That's not how courting works. And this young lady at the top is concerned that if he's courting her, he's not looking at any other women to see if there's something better out there. Well, ma'am, if he's looking at other women, then he's not convinced that you're the one. So clearly there is something better out there.
The fact that I keep seeing posts from males talking about they not chasing no woman, they not doing no chasing. If she ain't chasing, like, we are doomed. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all know that men hunt? They're the hunters. Like, when I see a man say that he's not gonna chase nobody, I instantly think rainbow. Like, y'all want a woman to chase you? Y'all want us to hunt y'all? Like, he who finds. Like, come on, man. We are doomed. And when I say chase, I mean pursue. Like, that's all.
Is there a saying that goes a little something like, the definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing over and over again and expect the same result? Men have been chasing, courting, waving, paying for your nails and your groceries and all that other stuff and still getting the same result. You're not worthy of my time. You should be so happy that I'm here in your presence, exchanging energies with you. I have a social currency, which is my face and my beauty, even though I'm caked up with makeup, and you should be happy either way it goes. It doesn't matter. You should accept me as I am. I'm going to be gaslighting you throughout the entire relationship, all the way up until you pass away, unfortunately. And you should be happy about all of that because I'm a woman and I allow you into my company and my presence, and you should pay for all of it. What man is going to want that?